Everybody, this is Virginia, and I'm Virginia's mom, Tamara. We are going to show you today a demonstration on how to make a paper transformer. We made this paper transformer based on instructions from a video that we found on the internet. So far, we haven't been able to make it do much other than just make like a flower by, we folded it this way. But I'm sure that you guys could play with it and try and figure out some other really cool things you can try with it. Anyway, so this is what it looks like, and this is what we're going to make today. So if you're just starting this video and you want to try it at home, you're going to need to make some strips of paper. In your little kit, Liberty Girls, you have 8 strips of paper, and they are made into little sections. So this is a 5 centimeter section, 4 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. I just drew with a pen down the paper and then cut the strips. I don't know if it matters how wide the strips are. This strip is 1 inch wide, but you can also, in the instructions for the video, it said 4 centimeters wide. It's up to you. Anyway, I also used a ruler, of course, to draw the lines, but then I used the edge of the ruler to score the paper all the way down before I cut the strips so that it's super easy for you guys to fold. So if you're making this at home, the supplies that you will need some kind of paper. We bought this neon paper at Walmart, and you can see my camera is backwards because the words are backwards. That's funny. And you also need a ruler, a pen, scissors, and tape. Now the tape that we chose, this Scotch tape, seems to be kind of hard to use for this project. You might want something that sticks a little bit more, that is a little bit less easy to pull off the paper, but you can try whatever you want to try. Okay, so the first step we are going to do, Virginia's going to help me, in your little bag you're going to have 8 strips of paper, and you need to fold them into triangles on the lines. So we're going to fold this side in and fold this side in. Okay? Like that. Once you've folded all of the little paper triangles, that's when you're going to take a piece of tape about this long, and you're going to stick it to one side of the triangle, like this, and then you're going to stick it to the other side so that it makes a little triangle, just like that. Okay? So we're going to do that really quick. If you guys decide you don't want to try this transforming paper thing, you can make your paper strips into anything you want. You could fold them any way you want and try something new, and maybe you could find something that you could show us how to do with the paper strips. And soon you will have 8 little triangles. Okay, so the next step is going to be, you need to find the longest side of your triangles. So if you look at these triangles, they have a really short side, then they have a medium side, and then they have a really long side. The long side is the one that you're going to try and find. And what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 triangles and line them up together on the long sides. Make sure that the short sides also line up, because you want it to be exactly the same. Okay, I've got all my triangles now. Okay, so pick 2 of any color, and you're going to line them up exactly together. So you can see right through it, and they have the same shape. Just like that. And then you're going to take a piece of tape, and you're just going to tape the 2 together. Sometimes it's easier if you're having a hard time holding them together to tape one side of the paper like that, and then to line it up and kind of stick the paper in there like that, and then hook it together. And that's easier. Now, the triangle needs to be able to bend like this, but we have found that this tape doesn't hold very well, so it helps actually to fold it like this and reinforce that hinge with a piece of tape across. If that's confusing, let your teacher know, and hopefully she can help you. Do not tape these 2 sides together when you do that, though, because it needs to be able to go back and forth like this. Okay, so that's what we're going to do to these now. Oh, Virginia, you did this one already. Good job. I'm going to reinforce it.
Well, I couldn't, why?
It's okay. You did pretty good. It's lined up pretty good. Okay, so the next step after you have all of your little bendy triangle pieces is to take 2 sets, and you're going to line them up again, the table, and this time you're going to line up the smallest side. So if you look at it, let's see if I can do that. This one's taped different, I think. Let's try this. I don't know why these are. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we put the just put the flattest side on the table. I think that's the easiest way to figure it out. The one that you've taped together, just lay it flat on the table. And then you'll have your longer side and your shorter side. You're going to tape the middle 2 together, right here, on your shortest side. So you have a little piece of tape, and you're just going to tape these 2 right here in the middle together. It'll be easier to do one side and then the other side, I think, again. So one side, then bring in the small side for the other one. Okay, and then it needs to bend this way, but I want to reinforce that hinge. So I am going to put a piece of tape on the fold. So we taped it on this side, and it bends together like this. And so right where that fold is right there, I'm going to also put another tape like over the fold to reinforce it so that it stays together. Okay, like that. And it just sits on the table like that. Okay. So we have our other one, our other set. So we put our 2 flat sides down on the table. And then tape together our 2 short sides here. Fold it and reinforce the inside. Virginia, where do you keep putting the tape? That one that is open. Is that the one that's open? Okay, well, you're not sticky. You're sticky. Okay, never mind. I have another one. Okay, like that. So now we have 2 halves, like this. Okay, so now you're going to line it all up with the short sides on the top. Like this. You see what I'm saying? And then you're going to put a piece of tape on this hinge here, and a piece of tape on this hinge here. So line up the 2 ends then I'm going to fold it again, open, and reinforce the inside of the hinge with another piece of tape on the other side. And then I'm going to fold it back together so that we can see where they're all lined up again. Like that. See, that's where we taped it together right here. Now we're just going to tape this side over here. If it wants to cooperate. There we go. There. Okay. I'm going to hold those together. Tape on the end, just across this hinge right here. And then we're going to fold it the other way. Fold it open. And reinforce the other side. And that is the last step. So, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with your little transformer papers. Once you get it all done, you should be able to move it around and try and make different shapes. The man on the video that we saw could do it really fast, and he did it so fast you could hardly tell how to change it. But I want to see if you guys can play with it and come up with something different than what we just came up with this. That's all. So, you guys let me know what you came up with today. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks, everybody.